Hi everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel. And today I'll be giving you my full performance review of the Trae one. So let's go. This is the first signature sneaker of Trae. That's why it's called Trae 1. And I got this in the icy colorway. And a lot of posts that I've seen, and one of my viewers mentioned that this is not the icy colorway, but this is the cotton candy. Maybe you're right, and maybe I'm right, because I saw the colorway in the official Adidas site. Maybe in some Adidas site it was mentioned it was the cotton candy, because it kind of looks like a cotton candy with the baby blue and the baby pink combination, which are usually the colors of cotton candies. But according to the site, it's icy, and I stand by my colorway because you can see at the back of the sneaker there's the icy logo there. You can see it, yeah, there. It's the icy logo, so it's like a Slurpee. And so this is the icy or cotton candy colorway. So this is one of the three, I think, colorways that are out now here in the Philippines. So this one, the icy, then the ice tray, which is the blue one. Then there's another one that looks like Shacknoses, but I just saw that, I just saw that over in the IG post, but it's not yet out here in the stores. But I got this, then I have been playing with them non-stop, so I'm giving you my verdict right now. Let's start off first with the upper of the Trae one, which features a mesh upper that is kind of fused, and you can hear it. It's kind of fused, but not too fused to the extent that it gets crunchy when you're bending. So this one doesn't crunch, especially after breaking them in. And around the toe area, you can see the suede leather panel in the middle part of the toe area, and also on the lateral part, right about the forefoot going to the midfoot part of the sneaker. So it gives extra durability to the sneaker. And as for durability, it also gives us that, while on the lateral support of the sneaker, the cushion goes up a bit so that it cradles your foot here. But as of the material of the Trae one, it doesn't stretch. Support is there. But one thing that I really wish that they did with the sneaker is put a tongue. I'm really not a fan of this one booty upper, especially if the material doesn't stretch. So I kind of felt that in my, if you can see it there, no, it's not seen, I'll get it. In the LeBron 17 Low, which has a similar upper and kind of similar material. So both materials are very supportive, but it's one booty, so it's kind of harder to customize the fit, especially on the Trae one, because on the LeBrons, you can see the lacing system going in the front, on the forefoot. It starts there, going to the back part, while the Trae, look how small the lacing system of the Traes are. It starts from the mid part of the sneaker. So you really have to get the correct size, because luckily I got a chance to try it out. So I really got the size that I want. So I went down half a size for this. That's my usual size for Adidas. 10.5 instead of 11, usually 11 for Nike and other sneakers. But I didn't have any complaints regarding the fit, but I'm worried about some of you who might have a different foot shape. You might have, I'll recommend you guys to fit it first, especially in stores, especially if the upper is like this, it doesn't have a tongue. The lacing system is really short, so it's really not that easy to customize the fit, especially if you bought a pair which is loose. If it's loose, it's gonna be really hard to tighten the sneaker, because right now, when I'm tightening this up, I just feel the tightening just around here so that my foot won't slip off the footbed or prevent it from heel slippage. And as for heel slippage, I didn't have any problems because I got the right size. If you can't try it on, just go with the same size like in your Donna shoe 2, 3 if you have, 1, 2, 3 if you have, or the dames, same size, get the same size for those, and I think you'll be okay. And as for heel slippage, heel containment, lockdown, it's good, but I would say it's not the best heel lockdown. I'm guessing because of the fit, because it's a one booty upper. The lacing system is really limited, so you wouldn't have the luxury to adjust the fit of the sneaker. So that's one thing that I would say it's okay in terms of fit and of course lockdown. I think it would be better if they added more Achilles pillows to the Trae Young ones. And because right now there's just a little bit of pillows inside, but if they made the padding a little bit thicker, I think that will help in the lockdown. But right now, heel containment is good, but not amazing like what I feel in other sneakers that I'm playing with right now. So this one's okay, and I like the pull tab that they put here, especially the upper is not too stretchy, so it kind of just stretches a bit, and you really have to pull to put your foot in. And it's a low-cut sneaker. It's quite easy to put your foot in actually. And as for the insole is pretty comfortable. It has a nicer insole compared to the other insoles of that are currently out right now. So it gives you extra plushness on the footbed. Going back to the upper, I like the suede materials that they use, especially here on the cotton candy colorway. The lace loop has this suede and even this lace lock on top. And I think they really made that just because you can rock this off court. It's a pretty good looking sneaker. It's very minimal looking. It doesn't shout basketball sneakers. It doesn't have that much fusing, and they use suede instead of regular fusing. And it comes with this rounded extra laces with lace lock, so you can interchange it if you want to rock it off court. And I think you can even play with this. You can use this laces and lace lock to play with, and just pull the lace lock, then you're good to go. Now let's move on to the cushion part of the Trae Young ones. This features a dual cushion setup, light strike in the forefoot to the midfoot, and on the heel is of course boost. And the boost of the Trae Young ones is really very good. Impact protection on these sneakers is really nice. I really miss playing with boost for basketball instead of just light strike that they are currently using in a lot of Adidas basketball sneaker now. I like that they added boost here. And as for the light strike foam in the forefoot, it is really close to the ground. It's quite similar to the feel of the Harden Volume Force, but this one is just a tad bit thicker compared to the Harden Volume Force. It's still very low to the ground. There is impact protection also in the forefoot. As for bounciness, don't expect it here in the Trae Young ones. But if you like plushness, impact protection from the forefoot to the heel, the light strike foam of the Trae Young one and the boost of the Trae Young one will give you that. Now let's move on to the outsole of my Trae Young ones. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. I just came from a game and I actually was playing in a very dusty floor, and the traction of the Trae Young one was kind of trying to handle the floor, but I also played with my KD14 on that floor. Similarly, the grip of the KD14 was a little bit better compared to the Trae Young one, but the Trae Young one's traction was holding up by a bit and I wasn't slipping. That's a good sign. When I played with this in a clean court, the traction was biting nicely. Not that loud of a squeak, but you can see how thick the rubber treads are on the Trae Young ones, and it's pliable, it bends. It's pretty good on a dusty floor, and for outdoor use, it can also be used because of how thick the rubber treads are on the traction of the Trae Young ones. And one thing that I really like about the outsole is you can see the decoupled outsole of the Trae Young ones. So it kind of bends very nicely when you're running up and down the floor compared to some of the Adidas sneakers that are out right now. I really like the coupled outsole, and it kind of gives you that feet you wear vibes on the traction of the Trae Young ones. This is segmented from the midfoot part. These are pods, and even on the heel part of the sneaker is separated. So it has a very nice heel to toe transition for a very wide sneaker outsole. So this is a very wide outsole. So I guess it's really made for Trae. He's a shooter. He wants to get his balance quickly for a shot. Usually signature sneakers of shooters such as Trae Young and Klay Thompson, they have very wide forefoot to easily plant your foot, and it's kind of flat in the forefoot so that you can get the balance quickly and go off a shot. That's one strength of the Trae Young one. If you want to get your stability quickly, the Trae Young one will give you that. As for the weight of the Trae Young one, it is 458, so quite on the average weight in terms of my shoe size. So this is not a heavy sneaker. So for my final verdict on the Trae Young ones, it's a pretty steady sneaker. If you want a very stable sneaker, and if you're a shooter, you want to get your balance quickly, and you really want to be really low to the ground, and the traction is good even on a dusty floor, and you don't mind the cushion to just have impact protection on the forefoot and the heel, and the plushness is okay. The Trae Young one is a steady sneaker for 6,500 pesos. So that's around 130 US dollars. So the Trae Young one is a steady sneaker from Adidas. I especially love the traction that they gave the Trae Young ones and the stability that I got off the sneaker. So let me know what you think about the Trae Young one. Will you get them or do you have them? Let me know how it plays. This has been MARKCHES. Once again, thank you for dropping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.